I might write something new. I might get on a good look. I might get down tonight. You know
Okay,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
Writers unite with the pen in hand. Come on, right?
Oh, greetings, y'all. Alexander, greetings to you. I don't know that I've ever seen you, but the hair flip is really working for me. Yeah, uh-huh. That's right. Get it. Okay. Thomas, we see you in the place. Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Ike Waltz is in here giving us some army green corduroy, just in case you cold. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of us as always, just like our brother Bill Elkins. I know he got a reason for us to sway this evening. All right, so y'all just get your shoulders together because you already know it's gonna be. See, he's even showing you how to do it. Okay, look, Thomas is all into sweet snapping. That's exactly what we talk about. Get into it. Okay. Greetings, Michael Sendler. Always good to see you. He's very intently looking at something. He doesn't like what he finds. Maybe he does. No, you don't. Oh, it's all right. We're gonna send you some love for it. Cover it in love. It's all right. What's going on? Elizabeth Strauss, also known as our Beanie Goddess. Greetings, greetings. Mr. Tezza Zomog is here. Peace to you too, brother. Peace to you. The Magus, aka Gustav with the gusto, is in the house, and y'all better hold on because it's gonna be, so long. I'm not gonna say too much, But anyway, Adam Granger is also here. Did we get the ruby red? Is it the ruby red in your hand? Yeah. He said, I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's
Oh,
do
look how
this.
how beautiful it is. See that gleam, that gloss on it? Oh, I love it.
Okay, I gotta close one eye while I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hurt myself. I'm not trying to hurt myself. Easter Poetic Desire. Yes, we love to have you back, my love. So good to have you in the spot. Just going around and giving you all love. Just in case the week didn't give you any. You're gonna get some tonight. Daniel Fernandez, we appreciate you for being here. Joski. You know we love you, Joski. I'm not gonna try and sing like how you sing, but you know what it is already, okay? Make sure y'all greet each other in the chat. Greetings to everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube. And, we got Instagram. We on Instagram, but we not live on Instagram yet. Right? We out here. We on Twitter. We on Twitter too. Just can y'all believe it? The New York be tweeting. We do. We try to stay up with the things and whatnot. So greetings to all of y'all. And if you don't know, my name is It's Ray Jane, or RayJane, right? I'm your host for the evening. You have found yourself a Thursday night online open mic, all right? And we're going to get started because I don't know about y'all, but I came for the poetry. I came for y'all. I came for the singing. I came for the swaying, right? The good energy, all the new and the old. You are all welcome in this place. And we are so, so glad to see you. Only thing that I ask is, can you just give me a little thumbs up if you can see the screen? Just let me know. Y'all be my tack backup. Not that I need it because we got Ron Mark Thompson in the back making sure we're good, okay? And don't worry, if you don't know who that is, you will. Just give it time, okay? So we are going to present to you, get into presentation mode. While we're doing that, please, again, feel free, greet each other in the chat. You know, if the atmosphere is meant to be safe and loving, it's because you are contributing to it, right? I can't do that by myself. We all have to throw that energy into the room so this could really be what it's supposed to be, which is the Thursday night online open mic, right? Presented to you by the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Some people call it Thunderlung Thursdays. Some people call it Guitar Thursdays, but you're gonna always call it love because that's what it is. All right, so let's just get into it, just in case you didn't know. If you don't have no family, if you feel like you're alone in your artistic community, or you don't have one, we are inviting you into this one with open arms. Okay, and you can follow us, right? If you don't got no Instagram friends, come on over and get into these ats, okay? So at New Eurekan Poets Cafe, at ITSRAYJANE, that's me, Ray Jane. At Elemental with the number 2 poet, and that is our dope ass Monday night online open mic host. Okay, but y'all stick around because we're going to unmute him later so he can tell you all about, the circus, the fun that doesn't end here, right? We want to make sure you have every opportunity to share, to create, to grow, to stretch, and to sharpen each other's iron, right? Including if you are a singer, if you are a creator, right? Every Friday, pretty much every Friday, right? From 6 to 8, I believe that's the time. Paul Conqueso, also there at Paul Conqueso, right? Just aptly named, right? He's our host of Voices and Vibes, right? So if you like karaoke like I do, right? Or if you come up with your own songs like Adam Granger with the, you see him with the ruby red, go on, put it up, so it's right. So if you got your own joints, you can come out and have a safe space to share, right? But Ron Mark Thompson, who is also at Ron Mark Thompson, and holding us down on the tech scene. We'll tell you more about that a little bit later. Okay, so we're gonna get into the rest of this so we could get into the list. So again, this is Thursday night online open mic. We have 20 people on the guaranteed list, and those are the folks that signed up 24 hours ahead of time at the newyourekan.org. We'll get into that in the next slide. And that just means that no matter what tonight, they on the list, right? And who's on the list? I know you're like, is it me? Ray J did not make it. What about me, Ray J? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to cry because I'm just going to put the list on the thing, right? And if you did not make it into the list after you go ahead and peruse it, it's in the chat box. Don't freak out. We always have a little bit of space, 5 to 10 spaces, more like 5. Just keeping it real with you. On the good luck round. So all that means is that you have to hit me with a Zoom DM. Okay, I'm gonna come up with a little ditty for that one of these days. But you're gonna message me privately and let me know that you would like to get down, right? And so getting down means you're gonna try and keep your piece to 3 minutes so we can get to everybody and also get to bed. Okay? Just saying, because I don't know about y'all, like I gotta work in the morning. I love y'all, but I gotta go to work. Okay? So just try to keep it small, and if it's not small, let us know so that we can make sure we have time for the entirety of your brilliance. Okay, because we don't take that lightly. We don't want you rushed, but we also want to be respectful of everybody's time, right? So I mentioned before how you get on the guarantee list, right? Because some people are like, look, Ray J, I got to go to bed at 10, right? And I think your show ends at 11, like, how do I get on earlier, right? So 24 hours ahead of time, you are going to go to the newyourekan.org. You are going to go to full events calendar. Let me back up. What do I mean by 24 hours ahead of time? I mean, we are here at 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, right? So you are going to sign up 24 hours ahead of time. That's a Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern at the newyourekan.org. Full events calendar, the Thursday of choice, the 9 p.m. slots, just like the orange arrows say, right? And the plug, the most important part of this is artist ticket. You are already viewing for free. You ain't have to hit no button except sign me on Zoom, go on, bring me in the room, right? That's all you had to do, right? So there's no reason for you to have to hit artist sign up to view, because we invite you to view for free. But we want you to hit the artist ticket so we can hear, your magic, what you got to bring, your poetry, your music, your comedy. We want it, right? And there's only one rule up in here, right? Because this is a free space and we want to keep it a safe space, and it's got to be free from hate. Right? And so the only rule is don't get cute and get the boot. Don't let it be you. Okay? And you say, what's the boot, Ray J? Y'all got a real Timberland? I know y'all from New York. No, it's a virtual Timberland. Okay? And it could be anybody, right? Anybody could get it and anybody could be the boot, right? Ron Mark Thompson often is our tech god, our boot in the background, making sure that we boot out anything that does not feel good, that's oppressive, that makes you feel unsafe in this space. But we all, myself, Elemental, Ron, you can reach out to any one of us if you see something that you don't like or that makes you feel like we've lied to you about this being a safe space, right? Keep us honest, and we can't do that on our own. We need your help. So please do let us know so we can rectify any situations that arise. Okay, because we don't have no problem doing that. Okay, right? So this is a free, safe space, and we can only keep it free because we got to holler at our sponsors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, to the National Endowment for the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Amazon Literary Partnership, and the New York Community Trust. We appreciate you and every penny you give us to allow us to be free in our creativity, man, and have opportunity to meet all these wonderful people and build community here. If you would like to donate to the building of this community, because we always building, whether that's the building fund, some of y'all know about that building fund, or, just in general, right? So go to the newyourekan.org/contribute. Or hit us up on Cash App, $New Eurekan Poets Cafe, okay? And we are getting into what you came for. And that's the list, right? I don't know, I'm not no drummer, but you know what I'm saying? I was drumming up for you, because the list is crazy. So I'm excited. If you don't see yourself on that list, again, don't freak out. There's space for you. Claim your space. How do you claim your space? Hit me in the DMs. Let me know you want to get on the list. And remember, for those of you who are performing, technically, shit happens, right? You know what I'm saying? Where's the Zoom verse? Sometimes the internet go down, your mama get on the line. You know, it's not dial up no more. But you know, sometimes these things be messing up. And that's okay. Just log off, log back on, let us know you're here, and we will get to you and let you complete your piece. Because again, not about us here. It's about you and about this love, right? So get into it. All right. Y'all got to get into this love. Y'all got to get that atmosphere inside your bones, right? Oh, voices and vibes. Yeah, that's what I was talking about before. And Paul Conquesa, right? Because it's going to be a couple of people up in here singing, including me, maybe. You know what I'm saying? If somebody say they want me to sing a little ditty, you know, I might do that. When I'm going to do that? Anytime, guys, anytime. So if you want me to sing something to somebody else, or you got something, you know what, Ray J, my spirit really been down this week. If somebody could sing, you know, this song to me, I might feel better. Go on and let me know. Send me a Zoom DM. Let me know. And if y'all don't want to hear me sing at all today, that's okay too, you know, because again, it ain't about me, it's about you. I do that to inspire you so you can see that you will not catch fire if you do something that's a little bit scary, right? You won't disintegrate if you do something that's a little bit new. Right? So that's all I want you to know, to be encouraged. But anyway, let's get into this list. That's why I'm here. And that's why you guys are here. And of course, starting us off with that mad good energy. And you know, the books, because it's a lot of books. I'll just say, you know, it's stacks on stacks. You know, that's how we do it up here. Deadpan Lizzie, please unmute yourself and welcome back.
Hey, beanie blessings to you, Ray, RMT, and our community. You can find me on IG mostly, ES_Strauss, and my website is there, which is just mygovernmentname.com. All right, here's some free verse for you. The scent of jasmine carried me over a meadow I knew. Love, beauty, and sensuality held my hands through the comfortable pastures. I let Mother Nature close my eyes for me, reopening my heart and soul, allowing my chakras to reconnect to something I take too for granted. Undertones of lavender were no longer silent as they reset me. Purity, silence, devotion, serenity, grace, and calmness missed me. With consent, I let my face become one with the earth again. I let the grass tickle my funny bone. I devoured the dirt like Mississippi mud pie, right out of the oven. Worf the burnt tongue, sipped the fresh rain dew as if I were cozying up with herbal tea, polished off the roses like they were the strawberries on top of slices of Italian and New York cheesecake. I gave permission to my body to relax in nature. I embraced happiness. What a blessing. Thank you. Beanie blessings.
Yes, come on, Lizzie. Start us off with that reconnection, right, to the earth. So much of us are missing that. Take your shoes off this weekend and go walk in the dirt, ground, reconnect, all right? Please unmute yourselves and give Lizzie some love in the meantime. Thank you.
Yes, as always, Lizzie. Yeah.
Thank you, fam. Thank you so much.
Deadpan dope as always. That's how you set it off. Come on, Lizzie. Come on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. She said Mississippi mud pies. I said, I know what kind of night it's finna be. It's gonna be great. Look at that. You got my phone going crazy. Everything. It's amazing. Listen, the next person up, we are so glad it's been rejoining us so often in all of our online spaces and in-person spaces. Just blessed to see how you're growing and to have you return to us. Easter Poetic Desire, you got the mic, boo. Unmute yourself.
Okay, let's hope my computer's cooperating again. All right. Easter Poetic Desire with a K, IG and FB, Facebook and Instagram. 6-word memoirs, Poetic Pisces. So I'm going to try to share two pieces. The first one is a palindrome. So you write it in order one way and then it goes in reverse the other way. It's called Mimified Voice of You. I want to hear from the voice of you. Where are your actual words? Is individuality becoming taboo? What is up with all these memes? Can't you think up your own unique messaging scheme? Yes, it's funny, a bit entertaining. Yes, it may be some sort of new view for you, regurgitating nuances that don't speak to me, analyzing what meaning you intend to come from you. Overwhelming overstimulation of communication. This is not communication. This involved no brain power except to drain me of scrolling willpower. Feeds that don't feed me essence, doesn't feed me engagement, disengaged from personable connection. You've silenced your motivated intentions. This is not an occasional instance. I don't even think I can say I know you. It's too much. It's too much. I don't even think I can say I know you. This is not an occasional instance. You've silenced your motivated intentions. Disengaged from personal connection, doesn't feed me engagement. Feeds that don't feed essence except to drain me of scrolling willpower. This involved no brain power. This is not communication. Overwhelming overstimulation of communication, analyzing what meaning you intend to come from you, regurgitating nuances that don't speak to me. Yes, it may be some sort of new view for you. Yes, it's funny, a bit entertaining. Can't you think up your own unique messaging scheme? What is up with all these memes? Is individuality becoming taboo? Where are your actual words? I want to hear from the voice of you. And then this one is called Two-Way Street. Relationships formed in life involve a two-way street conjunction. You can't be focused to proceed in just one isolated direction. You can't be focused to expect one-way streets to form a connection. The streets of life are paved towards its intended purpose, and two who are traveling in opposite lanes with blindness will fail to see how those possible connections to merge are missed. For relationships to work, understand give and take must occur. Two can't both steer behind the wheel as chauffeur driver, nor can two both be so laid back riding as traveling passenger. As passenger demands to be the backseat driver of life, heeding passengers' commands is the driver's routine flight. But watch out, a head-on collision may become an imminent sight. Learn to yield cautiously, dare to take detours as uncertainty tempts you to push the pedal to the floor. Riding in your own lane, hear the engine roar. As you take that chance to remove your cruise control, steering clear of your lane of choice as you coast to a roll, turning, soon speeding through a journey in the opposite lane you stole. Driving now on autopilot without any guidance, obeying signs and signals of this relationship's license, discovering how to find your traction through any two-way street mergence. Yes. Good night.
Awesome. Two hitters. We appreciate you, Poetic Desire, right? It's too much social media. What it? Ain't nobody got thinking on their own anymore. You know, it's just repost.
Some of it makes sense, but not if that's all you post, right?
Exactly.
We want to hear a little bit of mixture.
Get at them, Easter Poetic. Let us know. Please unmute yourselves and give us some love.
Yeah, that was
Fire.
yeah.
Poetic Desire.
Be critical. Be critical.
Thank you so much. It was awesome.
Make sure y'all plugging in to eat. She is back with a vengeance. For real, they are everywhere. Make sure you are plugging in.
What a lot of car analogies with that second one.
Okay, look, she trying to get somewhere. That's why. Okay, trying to get you somewhere. Get in this car. Let's go. Right? We appreciate you. And yes, be a commentator on the realness and the fakeness of society. Right? We encourage you to use your artwork to comment on what could be better. Right? Because if we don't mention it, there's no reason to look at it. No reason to consider whether or not it should be changed. There's always room for growth. So we appreciate you for reminding us of that. Michael Sindler is up next to let us know what we should be doing with our lives. Now, I'm just not going to put all that pressure on you, Michael. Please unmute yourself and welcome back.
That's right. You should. Okay, before I get started, I will put up my thing, lighthousewriters.org. And once again, tell people that Lit Fest is coming up beginning of June. So what little few classes are still available on Zoom are filling up really fast. So it's well worth just take a minute, go to the site, look at the catalog for Lit Fest. What do you got to lose? Obviously, we're coming up on Mother's Day, so I'm going to do some poems about my mama. And many of y'all have heard at least one or more of these before, but that's too bad. First one is called Mothers. My mother washed and reused tinfoil because that is what her mother did. My mother cooked all kinds of food her mother would never allow. My mother didn't have two sets of dishes, two separate sets of pots and pans. My mother didn't keep her kitchen kosher, didn't do things the way her mother did. But she used many of the things she learned watching her mother labor at the stove, cooking with thrift and skill and love. My mother served many of those dishes her mother made in that simple kitchen in the heart of the Depression when it took all she had to keep a family fed. Later, when her mother came to dinner, she basked in the older woman's praise, a dutiful daughter despite the differences. My mother saved more than tinfoil. She saved a kitchen full of love and joy that her mother had bestowed on her. And a bit of that was carried down to me and into every kitchen I have called my own. And this is a little piece of that, and it's called Whisk. And the whisk is hanging on the wall on the other side of this wall. Whisk. Handmade whisk of twisted coat hanger and soldered chicken wire. Simple tool crafted by my grandfather, long since dull gray patinaed, countless swatting rolling motions swirled through egg and dough and batter, near a century of use from kitchen to kitchen. I scoop time with each turn of wrist, combine elements and ages, magic wand of culinary connection. I'm gonna sneak in one more here. It's still pretty short. And this is towards the end because everything does wind down. And this is called Instance. And I'm sure a lot of us who have elderly mothers or remember our elderly mothers can relate. She remembers things, for instance, who I am, where she is. She's forgotten things forever. People, dates, and places, the food she liked to eat, the shows she liked to watch. None of them still matter. They fade away in instants. She lies in her bed and wants to go home. She takes 2 bites of food and says she's done. She's still full of love, but can't remember who for. She's fading away. She's fading away. But there's still this instant, and that is my treasure. Okay, thank you all very much. And once again, not everybody is lucky enough to have a mother that they don't, or they have their own thing. So if that's not your trip, that's totally cool. Respect yourself and where you are in your place.
Right on to that. Thank you for bringing the mamas to the forefront, right? This is their weekend, but really every day is for them. And also mentioning that having a mom is not always the same experience for everybody, right? We have to acknowledge that. Thank you for being here, for sharing all those beautiful pieces. Please unmute yourselves and give Michael Sandler some love.
Yes, and
Love, my love.
Thank you.
gorgeous, Michael.
Absolutely.
Shout out
Love
to
it,
moms,
man.
man. Really, it's not always it's not
Yeah.
always easy showing your mom love. You know what I mean? At one point in your life, it was a negative, right? Being a mama's boy is a negative. You know what I mean? But when you get to a certain point that you're the one looking after your mom, it's a very different connotation. So thank you, Michael Sandler.
Absolutely. And shout out to everybody who is, doing that work, right? Your parents are getting older and you are feeding back into them the love that they've given you. Shout out to you. That's brave work. Any caregiver really out there who's under the sound of this voice, we send love to you because we know that work that you're doing is noble, right? And not often something you get thanked for. So we appreciate y'all out there and your different stories, right? And bringing them here so we can hear them and be, edified by them. Next person to edify us just might have the same name. His name is Eddie, right? But it's not here really to do, any kind of caretaking unless, intimacy is caretaking too, right? So if you hot, you should be. It was a warm day, pretty much. But if you cool down, don't worry, because the fire is coming right back at you real fast, all right? I'm going to let him tell you about it. I just remember you've been warned, okay? Ed Flametastic, please unmute yourself and do your thing.
Thank you. My thing with a different swing. Well, thank you to all mothers. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to each mother. Thank you for inspiring us. Is everybody ready for some spice to make you feel nice? Everybody ready for some smut to get out of the rut? Good. Is everyone some ecstasy to see a different type of fantasy? All right, let's do this. This is called Blinded Passion. You sweetly whispered into my ear. You whispered, let's try something new. I knew it was nothing to fear. I couldn't say no, but what was I to do? I started slowly stripping everything off. You started to do the same. Quickly, my eyes had a loincloth. You slowly murmured, let's play the blind game. It was pure darkness, but I reached out my hands. I felt something warm and pulsing. It felt like a soft, warm land covered in sand. You said it was getting warmer while you kept singing. I slowly felt my way towards your nice and perky heels. It felt like pillows, maybe jello through my hands. I gently squeezed. Warmer. Oh, I understand. I felt thrills, goosebumps, and chills. I slowly went down. Now I started touching something. I started making panting and moan sounds. You shake, swing, and sing. It felt like a small, moist pond. My fingers start going up and down all around. You scream, sizzling. Please go on. You started to slide your soft hands over my chest. Your delicate fingers didn't miss a space, mark, or curve. There goes my worries, embarrassments, and stress. You quickly started to hit a sexual yet enticing nerve. You slowly reach. You thought it was a bullet train. You started to feel up and down. It was hard to maintain and explain. The feelings were strong and gentle, yet profound. I was erect in any mount or tower. You giggle with lust and delight. A warm jolt start to shower. I was making love to the blazing sunlight. I felt something jumping and quicker and quicker. I grabbed with all the gymnasts in my might. The air started getting thinner and thinner. I couldn't see, but it felt so right. I started taking off my blindfold. You hold my hand and say, no, no, no. I have finished reaching the gold at the end of your road. Let's bear with it, nice, long, and slow. We went a second round. I was up, you were on fours. We started making groans, moans, and oh sounds. We won an encore, but we're spread out on the floor. We were exhausted beneath the woven black. Our backs were against the fluffy pillows. The energy was quickly we lack, dozing off in the sun's radiant glow. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, Ed. You sound like y'all was busy. Okay, till the sun came up. I know that's right. Please unmute yourselves and give Ed some love.
Peace.
Fantastic. Hey, thanks for the freestyle
Fantastic.
session before this, brother.
Papaya, man. Papaya, man.
Love you, bro.
Almost
Let them
turned up
run,
the
bro.
heat, even on Mother's Day. Man, that dude is so flame-tastic. Come on, Eddie.
Thank you for being so bombastic. Woo!
This is why we love you, Ed, because it's always good energy, man. Listen, you got to talk about it. The mamas know. They don't. Look, this is how they became mamas. What Ed is talking about. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He talk about what it takes to become a mama. Got it. Got it. It's on theme, Ed. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Make sure y'all follow Ed. And please remember, as you are presenting, put your information in the chat so the folks can follow you, so we can grow this community. We can only do that if our hands are holding each other, if we're connected in some way, right? So you don't got to be on social media. Maybe you got your own website. That's cool. Let us know how to find you. We appreciate you. Okay. Next person up. Ooh, definitely going to be bringing us some vibes all the way from the West Coast, right? Because if you didn't know, we're both national and international. But I'll let the night prove that to you. In the meantime, we are going to get into our friend Bill Elkins, who's going to be bringing us a reason to sway. All right. So y'all feel that music. Y'all act like y'all feel it, okay? Don't be acting brand new up in here, all right? Please, unmute yourself, Bill. Do your thing.
Hi, Ray Jane. How are you? Hi, everybody.
Ooh, Bill, you sound low. You sound low, Bill. We can't have that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can y'all hear him good? It's still kind of low.
Can you hear me now?
Mm,
Can you hear me?
keep trying.
Can you hear me?
Keep trying.
Can you hear me now?
That's much better. That is much better. See?
Okay.
Repetition saves the day. Go ahead, do your thing.
All right, okay. The name of the song is, I've played it before. It's Kareen. That's the name of it. I hope you like it. Sweet lady from Salinas, my brown-eyed Cornelian queen. My love for you is boundless. I'm so goddamn thankful you love me. You saved me from oblivion. You're my angel in the night. You Pepsi generation, me Coke classic unite. I pray I never lose you, because life would become empty and dark. Kareen. Kareen. My barefoot senorita, you enchant me with your luminescent smile. You fill my world with sunshine and captivate me with your style. You challenge me in my thinking, make me laugh when I'm forlorn. You tease me when I'm too serious and chide me when I'm glum. You're inexorably a part of me and I appreciate you so. Kareen. When I look into your eyes, I tread where I ought not dare. You completely overwhelm me with your mystical, penetrating stare. You see what I'm thinking and think what I see. You rescue me from my wasteland when you reach out to me. You're my refuge in the desert, my harbor in the storm. Kareen. Oh, Kareen. You're my Juliet, you're my lover, and my best friend. When we kiss and hold each other, I rival Shakespeare with a pen. Our hearts beat together like an earthquake marking time. we become entangled in a carnal nursery rhyme. I wanna live with you forever and love you forevermore. Kareem. Oh, Kareem. Kareem. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Bill. That was beautiful. I'm so glad we got extra little bit to get that volume up, but I'm so glad that we did. That was beautiful.
Well, good. Thank you. Glad you like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Please unmute yourselves and give Bill some love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bill,
that was really,
Brother
really, really lovely,
Elkin.
honey
Bill.
in my
We enjoyed the hell out of that.
ears.
I love that, Bill.
Man,
Love it, brother. Love it.
every time I hear Bill Elkins, it reminds me of like the Alicia Keys song "Teenage Love Affair." You know what I mean? When they're just kind of in that space where you're just singing outside someone's window and really truly professing your love. Like every time I hear Bill Elkins, it just has that feeling in his lyrics. So thank you, Bill Elkins.
Thank you.
Oh, snap, Bill. You gonna start some things, you have people asking questions, big questions, you put love in people's heart. No pressure, y'all. You take your time with your relationships. Don't let Bill sway you. You see what I did there? See what I did? You know what I'm saying? Forgive me, guys. I'm kind of corny sometimes. But anyway, next person up who is not corny, who is actually quite linguistically gifted, in fact. And it looks like they about to sing to us too. Come on, let the Guitar Thursday happen. We are with it. Yes, and by who? I mean, Mr. Tezazomo. Okay, please unmute yourself and welcome back, brother.
Thank you, Ray Jane. Folks can follow me on Instagram under Gashes2019. Title of my first book. My second book is right behind me. I'm Not Your Chihuahua. I have an original song today titled Love, Diamonds, and Rust. Stars that shone so bright. Their love was like a wildfire burning through the night. Their songs were filled with passion, a reflection of their heart. But their love was fleeting and it fell apart. Oh, Joan and Bob, what a tragedy. Their love was doomed from the sea. Just memories of a time long gone. Their love and music forever alive. the melody going for too long. Oh, Joan and Bob, what a tragedy. Their love was doomed from the start, you see. Now they're just memories of a time long gone. Their love music forever live on. They tried to make it work, but it was never meant to be. Their love was like a flame burning too brightly. Now they're just two lost souls singing different songs. Their love and music forever gone. Oh, Joan and Bob, what a tragedy. Their love was doomed from the start, you see. Now they're just memories of a time long gone. Their love and music forever gone. Oh, Joan and Bob, what a tragedy. Their love was doomed from the start, you see. Now they're just memories of a time long gone. Their love and music forever live on. Joan and Bob, their music will survive. But their love was like a dream that didn't come alive.
Woo! We love an original jam. Thank you, Mr. Tezazomo, for serenading us this evening. Please unmute yourselves and give us some love.
Yes, with that
So
fire.
man.
Nice, lovely music.
Just,
That
Nice
was
song.
fucking beautiful,
Bob Dylan
brother.
and
That was
Jane
told a
beautiful.
classic tale of
Thank you,
but
Tessa.
still true love in many
You
ways.
know,
Sung
like
by
if
Ed
Man.
Shania was a straight Western, that would be the intro
Yeah.
music. Like,
Yeah, right?
for real. Like, come on,
Tez,
man.
keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Thank you.
It's beautiful, Tess.
Y'all make sure you follow Mr. Tezazomo at Gaseous 2019. Put your information in the chat if you haven't already done so. Trust me, both books are worth the buy. Okay, I got mine. Don't cheat yourself, all right? Please, as we kind of go through the night, I want y'all to pay attention to the people who say they have books, right? So if you don't have one, be inspired. You can do it. Especially the people who have books with an S, right? So that means they did it more than once. So you can do it too, right? So we want you to always be inspired here. Also want to let you know a few people couldn't make it tonight, so there's extra space. So if you were thinking, maybe I'll do something, maybe I won't, hit me up and stop playing. You know you want to read that poem. You know you've been thinking about where you was going to spit that poem all week. You know you want to do it. So just message me and let me know you want to get on the good luck round. We won't judge you. Just come on and get on the stage. page, okay? For the meantime, in between time, we have an extra special treat for you guys, okay? So the next two poets that are about to hit, I did say two because it's a collaboration. That's right. The Magus and Daniel Fernandez. You never thought you would see it in real life, but it's happening here tonight, and we're excited. So Ron Mark Thompson is making sure that we get both of them on the screen for you, and I'm gonna be quiet so that the magic can happen for you. Welcome, poets. Do your thing.
We're just gonna jump straight into it. This is a flower of words. Take it away.
Looking for a night of poetry that is off the motherfucking chain? Come out to Thursdays to Nuyo's online open mic with Ray Jane. She's the host who brings the most personality to the mic. She's one of a kind. There's no one like Ray Jane, also known as Thunderlung. She lets no song go unsung. She brings sunshine to our Zoom. She can make your heart go boom. Ray Jane's the best, that is not moot. Don't get cute, you get the boot. Stick around, she is a hoot. Ray Jane rocks, there's no dispute.
A flower of words for a woman filled with purity. Show some love as she does to everyone adorably. Hosting an open mic, transforming poetry to therapy. Knowing they are identical, can't ignore the irony. Beautiful with a heart bigger than the moon. Respectful at all times, never once rude. Remove the wounds by ending Thursday amused. Take it away, Gustav, grabbing poetry by the roots.
Spreading love like butter, her hosting never stutter, voice like a velvet punch to your brain. I've got a hunch that Ray Jane will deliver those arrows in her quiver to the bullseye in your heart. She's just that fucking smart. Her eyeglasses game is on point. Come out to Ray Jane's joint.
Singing like an angel, drowning out what's painful. Don't be a stranger, we just flew past April. Stay faithful and graceful, disable the hateful. Turn the tables on the labels because the danger is shameful. A genuine smile that will forever be remembered. Thursday nights are dope and special. Open to anyone, come and be a member. We don't bite, just poets with hearts that are gentle.
Therapy Thursday would be just another day without Ray Jane to lead us on our way with all the love she has in her heart, singing our universe to start.
Open a book of memories as she introduces a poet. Make you feel at home, although it is. Laugh and cherish living, adjusting to focus. Distract a life of pain, delaying psychosis. Thank you for all you've done for us. Spreading joy for the passion with trust. Crush the cuts by giving a space to discuss. Healing the bruises with time and love.
Ray Jane is the doctor for all that ails you. She's the host that never fails you. Brings us out every Thursday night for all the love. You know that's right.
Ray Jane, a powerful woman with the strongest spirit, independent and diligent, who understands limits, moving back and forth like a game of cricket. Busy life with bullshit prohibited. New Eurekan love, it's part of the community. You join and boom, instant profanity. We all have demons that convince vacuity. Relax and vibe with our poetic family.
For it is all love, a love supreme in this nightmare world, a waking dream. Ray Jane hosts our New Yo home. Come join us. We'll blow your dome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo. Whoa, guys, like that's crazy to me. Like y'all gonna make me cry. Thank you so much. You don't even understand. Living
to right.
Listen, let me speak to you for a second. Living in this world is so hard, right? And it's a blessing to be here. I'm honored to be here with y'all. Like, Thursdays is tough. Like, I go to work. I'm coming from work, seeing some things that y'all can't even imagine. And I get to be here while you do your thing and be amazing and inspire me to keep living. So thank you for taking a minute to say anything nice to or about me. I appreciate you more than you know. So unmute yourselves and yeah, and do what you do. Thank you so much.
Nah,
Ray
that's not,
J,
you're not supposed to have
So
everybody
beautiful.
here
We love
playing
you.
like
we
You're
all
that,
feel
Ray.
you every
Nah,
Thursday night.
you're not gonna do
We're
that.
seeing
Oh
what
my
we all want to
goodness.
do.
Ray Jane. Ray Jane, we love you.
Yeah,
Listen,
We all
that's
one
how
love
more
you.
we
time.
all
Yes.
feel that
One
way
more
about
time. Give it up for the Queen, Ray J.
Ray J.
Come on.
Thunderlord!
Come on.
Thunderlord!
Real. Real.
Yo,
Like,
y'all,
like
y'all
if
crack
y'all
me up,
don't know,
boy.
this
Y'all,
woman is a
I
saver of
think I see the
lives.
kid drop.
For real, man.
I think I
For
see the
real.
kid
This is
drop.
why these cats give it up for this for real. For
Ray
real,
J,
y'all.
we
Like,
love
I
you. Thank
listen,
you for doing what you do so much. Like,
man.
bless.
Come on, Queen. Come on. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know how real personal this is, right? But when these cats come together and they put something together like this for a valued member of our community who does so much more, right? I know y'all see this Queen as a host all the time, but y'all don't know. They put in so
She out
much
there
work behind the
doing it.
scenes. We appreciate you so much, Queen. Take it away, please.
Yeah. Ray J, we love you.
I love y'all. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Thank you, Gustav. Thank you, all of you. I love y'all. I don't even have words. Like, I don't throw that love word around because it means so much to me. And I just want you to know that there's some place that you can come to get it. And if that's all you ever get out of this space is just somewhere to smile, somewhere to be like, whoa, I can say what I gotta say. I can be in the chat. I don't have to, do a poem. Even if I do one, I don't have to worry that I'm gonna be booed or anything like that. It's gonna be love. It's gonna be encouragement. And I do that for you because, I always hope that somebody would do that for me. And I think that's what we owe each other. I wish the world could be a better place. And I think that y'all are the beginning of that, right? Y'all are the beginning. I'm here for y'all, right? That's why I'm here. So I appreciate you. I'm not going to take no more time from y'all because, again, we here for y'all. But I just want you to know that if don't nobody else in this whole blue earth that we've been blessed with loves you, know that love is here for you. Somebody loves you. When you at the end of your rope and you want to give up and all your mind and that demon in your brain or whatever you believe that negative entity is telling you that nobody cares about you and you don't matter, please remember you are loved somewhere. You are honored somewhere. You are held up somewhere. Somebody is excited to hear what you have to say in this space. All of it, not just some of it. Just so you know. Okay? All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all done got me all flustered, got my allergies acting up. You know what I'm saying? Out my good eye at that. Y'all ain't got no sense. All right, I appreciate y'all, and we gonna get back into this poetry because this is where all this love comes from, right? It's how we give it back. It's how we transfer it to one another. And nobody does it quite like our brother Ike Waltz, right? One of our favorite storytellers in the room. Yeah, Ike, I'm talking to you. He said, me? Yeah, you next, Ike. You didn't know? He said, dang, I was over here working on my crossword. What happened? Unmute yourself and talk to me, Ike. What you say?
Adam Granger is the next.
No, Adam Granger is not the next. So Adam was supposed to be with us today, giving some music, but he's taking a little break tonight, and that's okay, right? He's gonna come.
No, I can go on. That's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna hold it for
All
Adam.
right. All right. Thinking of Mother's Day, of course. Whiskey and King Edward, the cheap cigar, or the last Monday with Mother. I'm sitting with doom and gloom in a doctor's sanctuary, the ever so boring waiting room, holding hands with Mother. It had to be me, none other, she would trust. Not even the doctor, she said. No choice, so I must. Across the waiting list, untimely sleeps Mother's brother, constipated King Edward. Not royal or even related, just a nuisance who does not bother anyone. He must be resting for quite a while. The cheap stench of King Edward, the cigar, long removed, this smoker's smile. I remember the doctor told us to be on time. He has a long waiting list, plenty of overused magazines, licking fingers, corners smudged with slime. Outdated to me, but not the mother of mine. King Edward got no attention. Consequently, he trenched the room with a sonic boom. Mother said, "Hi." What did he say? I heard you. Everybody else pretended, "Oh no, don't look at me. It was not mine," but apparently rear-ended from somewhere else. So out of line. The receptionist, a pretty blonde, with a nose coquette, pointed to the opposite door with her withered wand. King Edward disappeared. King Edward reappeared, his eyes wide, looking relieved, ever so healthy. What a real delight. His appointment was over. He had to wait no more. But King Edward, like before, forgot to close the sanctuary's door. Mother nodded her tired head. She did not approve, persisting waiting. The waiting game. Patience, patience. Turned into gloom, escaping that room full of that nauseous, lingering, intoxicating boom. She grabbed my hand. I am dragged against my will. We escape the clueless waiting trail. At home, she rests in peace, in what she called her forever dream, meaning her unmated bed. I closed her eyes. Angels touched her rigor mortis lips with my last drop of a smooth 45% whiskey proof. And I'm aware, and I feel so glad, this was the ultimate exciting day, the passing of my mother, and try whiskey overhead. Thank you.
Oh, wow, Ike. Thank you for telling that story about your mother in that way. We appreciate you here. Please unmute yourselves and give Ike some love.
Wow,
Nice story.
that was beautiful.
Ike.
Really touching.
Beautiful and
Good
lyrical
work, Ike.
and amazing. Thank you so much.
Poetry strikes again. Listen, he said her rigor mortis lips. Did y'all hear that? Her rigor mortis lips. Do you know how connected you have to be to someone and along their journey to the next realm to even put that into your perspective about a person's rigor mortis lips? Thank you, Ike Waltz. That dude's poetry is so cerebral, truly.
That was beautiful.
Her pen is gorgeous and capable. And you got to pay attention. Every time Ike does a poem, I tell y'all pay attention because there's more than what you think there is to that piece. And if you missed it, you can always go back, right? We got it on YouTube. You can catch the whole show. You can find us on Facebook and just roll it back, right? Because I know sometimes y'all hit me with some lines. I got to go back. I say, well, now what did they say? Because I wish I said it, right? And that's the highest compliment, just in case you didn't know, right? You saying something that somebody else wishes they wrote. That's a big deal. Ike, you do that all the time. I'm always like, damn, I got to get my pen together. We appreciate you and all y'all stories. Bring them here. We want them, okay? And speaking of things that we want, can't get enough of. Surely must be talking about our dimpled friend who keeps a song, a little ditty on his tongue, and certainly the truth in the atmosphere. Mr. Joski C, please unmute yourself. Welcome back. Always good to see you, brother.
Hey, Ray. Can you hear that? Yes, wonderful. It's a real quick poem I wrote last night. As poets burn bright. Elemental gathers light, a trick he learned from the moon. As poets burn bright, reflections illuminate the night. This is something I wrote called Addiction. Addiction, my old friend. Addiction, my old friend. Knock on my door, someone let you in. Carbon preserved in alcohol. Carbon preserved in alcohol. Cannot find the doorway for the wall. Alcohol, slip and fall, pick me up when I call. Bottles down, upside down, lying on the ground. Addiction set me free from these things I cannot help but see. Alcohol, slip and fall, pick me up when I call. Bottles down off the shelf, I'm lying to myself. Addiction, my old friend. Knock on my door, someone let you in.
Listen, I had to let that note just live for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You better stop treating them freaking guitar strings like my heartstrings and stop playing with us. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me unmute the family because I know they finna yell at you some and you deserve it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
Go ski see.
Wow.
Tackling the subjects.
Man, the week is now aligned and in tune because we got a Joski C song. Man, you are a campaign waiting to happen, Joski C. Damn it. The way you play, the way you write, man, you are a masterpiece in the making every single day, Joski C. Thank you for sharing your incredible work with us every Thursday night. Damn. Make sure you are plugging in with Joski C, man. For real.
Thank you all so much.
You are so welcome. Listen, y'all be in here just doing, y'all make it easy. I ain't even gotta do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I cried a little bit. I just go to sleep while y'all do. Y'all are fantastic. Thank you for being here, Joski. Woo, truth and vibes all day. And we are so freaking here for it. All right. Shout out to all the people who made it out. You know, all y'all folks who are also joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter land. Okay. We want you to know that you are also welcome. You know, so if you get that Zoom numbers, you know, you ever figured out, you ever find it, come on in the box with us. Come on in the box. Okay. We play nice most times. All right. Next person up to bless the mic is our brother Catman Bill. He might have a little hairball for us to make friends with too. You know, all of you is welcome here, Catman. Please unmute yourself and welcome back, brother. Do your thing.
Why, thank you, Ray Jane. So this is Catman Bill coming from his bathroom again. And I have a feeling that all these future performances will be from my famous bathroom. So before I get into a little music, I wanted to do a little stand-up. I haven't done stand-up now in a few years. I'm really, really paranoid about doing it because, you know, standards have changed so much in the last few years. And, you know, and then after watching Chris Rock get slapped down by Will, what's his name? You know, we saw it on TV. You know, I'm sometimes a bit afraid that somebody's going to reach their hand through the screen and slap me. So I'll just keep it relatively benign and say that, you know, my ex once asked me to kiss her where it smells. So I took her to New Jersey. All right, well, I see one or two smiles. Probably not the ones from New Jersey, but I see one or two smiles. As it turns out, I dated a woman, a Latina from the Bronx once. And, you know, you guys are real tough ladies. You know, I when I'm making love, I like to talk to different body parts and say, oh, baby this and oh, baby that. And so one day I was giving her the old baby routine. And at one point she looked down at me and said, shut the fuck up. No, shut up and fuck me. And I had to do what she told me to do. So that ends my short stand-up. Now I'm going to do a song called Vaccine for Veronica. And it was written after a lifelong friend of mine told me a year and a half ago that she would never get vaccinated. So I wrote a song to her. So you're not sure you want the cure, not sure of the unforeseen COVID-19. It's no dream, it's a nightmare that reigns supreme. The shot in your arms, it won't do you any harm. Oh, folks pay the price, don't forget their sacrifice. The vaccine you cannot live without. You say you're having old-fashioned doubts. Anti-vaxxers scream and shout, it causes autism. You heard them pout. The shot in your arms, it won't do you any harm. Oh, folks pay the price. Don't forget their sacrifice. The vaccine you cannot live without. You say you're having old-fashioned doubts. Anti-vaxxers scream and shout, it causes autism. You heard them pout. The shot in your arms, it won't do you any harm. Oh, folks pay the price. Don't forget their sacrifice. Thank you.
Thank you, Catman. Thank you for being brave also. And listen, you gotta get to it sometimes. You know, we don't got time for all that sweet talk. Sometimes you gotta get on to the point. That's it. That's right. Get on into these instructions. You understand? Please unmute yourself and give Catman some love.
What's Catnip? Now, come on, Catnip. Come on, man. Come on, give it up for Catnip in the building with all the bathroom vibes. For real, for real. Catnip keeping it spicy with the stand-up and the music. Listen, that cat's incredible too. For real. Make sure you're plugging in with Catnip. He's always incredible.
He likes that name. He likes he's tickled by it. He said, yeah, you know what? That's all right. Catman Bill, we appreciate you. Thank you for singing to us and trying to make us laugh, man. The world is so crazy. It's so serious, right? Sometimes we need a little jokey joke. So we appreciate you for bringing the levity back to the space, right? All right. So next person up. We're actually going to bring it from some levity to some cross the ocean this because I promised y'all we was going to get international. Did I tell you it was international, boo? I wasn't playing. So our brother Unmesh, right? Like, let's unmesh life, which happens to be the name of his what? Let me just unmute Unmesh so he could tell you himself. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Hey, Regine. Great to be here. Hello, everyone. I have got I'm Unmesh Mohitkar on Facebook and Instagram, and I've got open mic Let's Unmesh live 11:30 a.m. every 11:30 a.m. New York time every Saturday. Please do join. I will put in the links in the chat. Okay, here we go. This is something which I wrote on Monday. Reconciliation can come from anywhere. It can come from a position of strength. Mostly, it comes from the position of weakness. Rarely you see people looking to reconcile from a position of strength. Reconciliation never ends with reconciliation. There are phases after that, like night after day. The person has not changed much. The situation has. Conditional love is just conditional. Like a contract, you break one condition and the contract breaks. Like a second-hand bike, waiting for the failure to happen. People who reconcile in love are not weak. They are stronger than the brave soldiers who knows there is no way back. Jailers put their unruly inmates in isolation for days and weeks. Isolation can make you miss dearly the outside hell. Such is the force and the power of loneliness. The impact is slow. It like petals being plucked from a flower on the plant, feathers plucked from an alive bird, peeling of layers covering you like a sofa in an unoccupied flat. The fear of isolation can bring reconciliation. Not a bad thing. Just like earth, moon, and sun are interconnected to each other, our lives intermingle with each other, knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes, whatever you try, nothing works. You just reconcile with yourself, reconcile with the weight, reconcile with the fate, waiting for the opening of the unknown, unnamed gate. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, brother Mesh. I'll make sure you go check it out. 11:30 Eastern. That's what you said, right? AM Eastern time. That's right. Make sure you get into it. We want you to build community. You can only do that by stepping out of your own, right? You gotta go touch somebody else. And we don't necessarily mean physically, because it's all about consent here. But spiritually, yes indeed. And you could definitely do that with our brother Mesh. Please unmute yourselves and give him some love in the meantime.
Yeah, unmatched. Woohoo!
Awesome work. Thank you so much. It's wonderful.
Reconcile with yourself. Look, real quick, y'all. If y'all are not familiar with Let's Unmesh Life, you will experience a level of call and response that you've never experienced in poetry before, right? Go in there on Saturday morning and experience those poets. It is truly, truly a beautiful space. Appreciate you, Umesh.
Great international poets. Just great selection of poets.
How you gonna grow if you don't never try anything different? Never go anywhere. And one thing, while COVID took quite a lot from us, right? And thank you, Ron, for adding some truth into the chat. You know, make sure you see the chat. Ron's throwing some facts in there for all of us to be mindful of. Those of us in our community who are immunocompromised, please be careful and take care of yourself, because as you know, unfortunately, our government is not so keen on doing that for its own people. So we have to be mindful and care for one another, right? So we hope and encourage you to do that for each other and for yourselves, right? And speaking of Ron Mark Thompson, right, he's always taking care of us. He's making sure we stay up to date, period. So that just is a great segue. You know, I can't even make that up. Ron, if you don't mind, just turning on your mic and letting the folks know what's going on at the New Yo, you know?
I love that. And we don't have writers on staff to write these segues. The hosts come up with these with their own segues. So thank you so much, Ray Jane. That tribute that Gustav and Daniel did to you, that was amazing. You know, I was so moving. You know, Ray Jane, you rock. You know, if most of you see Ray Jane here online on Thursdays, but if you're in New York City, she also, whenever she can make it, whenever her schedule allows, she sometimes makes it to karaoke as well. She is amazing there. And, you know, she also does awesome workshops at Art Defined, which is another great organization, Bronx-based, on, I think, once or twice a month on Sundays. So follow Ray Jane. It's Ray Jane on her Instagram, you know, to make sure that you don't miss any of the amazing work that she does. I also want to say, you know, thank you all for the new, audience members here that we have in Zoom. You know, you guys are just, you know, amazing to support us here. Casey, we saw your message. You know, this is exactly why why online open mics and other events are so important. We're glad that you're here with us. You know, check out Let's Unmesh Live. You know, like if you need safe spaces like this, you are more than welcome, you know, to attend any of them. And even if you're not performing, if you're listening, it saved my life, it saved other people's lives. So please keep supporting us. You know, you guys are amazing. So I am Ron Mark Thompson. I am one of the team members at the New York Poets Cafe, as are Elemental and Ray Jane. I work as the tech assistant and the online open mics here on Mondays and Thursdays at the Beatniks, which is the first Wednesday of the month, and at the workshops that we host online. And I work at the indie tech/DJ booth on some selected programs in the cafe. There are so many programs going on at the New York Poets Cafe. It is impossible for me to highlight all of them. So I'm gonna highlight only certain ones. For example, this one here, the Wednesday Night Poetry Slam Open, which is hosted by Jay Rose. This is a new flyer that we received yesterday. She actually designed this herself, which I just found out. She is a graphic designer, just like Elemental is, you know. But she does a super dope job of hosting the Wednesday Night Poetry Slams. Those are happening Wednesdays at 9 p.m. in person at our New York Poets Cafe, except on the first Wednesday of the month. So check her out. Check out the Poetry Slam, you know, whether you want to perform or judge. We actually ask audience members to be the judges as well. So it is a great event. And one of the reasons I did highlight her program, because Jay Rose also is a teacher in her real life, other than working from the New York Poets Cafe. And next week on Thursday, May 18th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, she will host our next performance and poetry workshop class. And her specific topic for that day will be Blossom from the Page to the Stage. And it's exactly what it says here. She will teach you how to bring what you write on page and how to perform it on the stage. So you may buy tickets already online on our ticket site. Check her out next week. And the following week, Paul Concasso, our Voices and Vibes host, will still we will also facilitate the workshop. And then Kyla Tokaya Garcia, her workshop would have happened earlier today, but unfortunately she had to postpone. Fortunately for you guys, we will have her on May 26th, which is a Friday, 6 p.m. on Zoom, online. And again, it's performance and poetry. Check us out, buy your tickets online. We love to have you. I also want to point out, Elemental, Rachel and I did mention Voices and Vibes. As of this month, it is happening on Fridays, except on the second Friday of the month, because that one is reserved for the ASL Slam, ASL as an American Sign Language. This is in person, 6 p.m. in our New Regan Poets Cafe every second Friday of the month. You can see the flyer. It's not just a slam. They actually added karaoke as well. So as you can see, karaoke is expanding at the New Regan Poets Cafe. So karaoke kind of is every Friday right now, you know, to be honest though, you know. But, you know, again, this is a totally different experience. We have to remember, besides spoken languages, there are also people who are either mute or deaf, and they are part of our community just like everyone else, and we are so happy that they keep coming on the second Friday of the month. And you and I, everyone else, is welcome to sit in the audience. You know, it'll be great. Somebody will be translating the sign language, so you know, you don't have to worry if you don't understand sign language. It is definitely an event to check out. And Voices and Vibes, following Friday, the next 2 Fridays of this month. Next month, Paul Concasso is hosting it. Next month, May 19th, 6 p.m. The feature is MP14. That's his stage name. MP are the initials of his name. And I'm bringing this up because he actually had been a regular attendee, you know, ticket buyer, performer in the last several Voices and Vibes, and he also came to 1 or 2 of the Wednesday night open mics at 6 p.m. And now he is a feature because we loved him so much. We loved what he does with his original music that we invited him back to be a feature. So just to let you know, guys, you know, if you can be in the audience, but if you keep coming, you may end up even a feature as well, though. So we really welcome him. We're glad that he is with us. Yes, Rachel. Oh, that's right, Rachel. You saw him last week. I forgot you because you were there at karaoke. He, I believe, he is the fast rapper. You know, like, you know, that's where his name comes. And then, oh my God, he is amazing. So again, MP14 will be featuring. Everyone else either bring a karaoke song, or if you have original tracks. I know Adam will be with us. I know he couldn't make it last week, but he will be with us next week. So Adam, we look forward to you. So again, this is on all the other Fridays. You may already buy tickets, and we are extending our special promotion, only $5 per ticket. So bring your friends, bring your family, bring anyone you know you wanted to hang out anyway with after work on Friday. Just bring them to karaoke and you will enjoy it. Also, we have coming up next month, Labua will be bringing back her one-woman show from Puerto Rico to the cafe. We have another event where we bring original poetry from some of the OGs performing at the New Regan Poets Cafe before the pandemic. If you say, Ron, this is just too much for me, you exhaust me. We want to hear Ray Jane singing. We want to hear the performers. I'm like, it's okay. You don't have to listen to me. Just follow us on social media. You see all the links, make a screenshot of it, you know, sign up for our newsletter, you know, follow us on anywhere you can follow us, and you will never miss anything, you know, that we do. We really love you. Before Elemental hands the mic back, if Elemental is there, Elemental is going to tell you about the other great online open mic we have coming up, and then he's going to hand it back to Rachel. Everyone, thank you for being part of our community. I'm going to shut up because I know you want to hear more from everyone else. Elemental, go ahead.
Listen, it is such a pleasure to be a part of such an amazing team. Really, shout out the dopest team in the Zoomverse, the one and only RMT, Ron Mark Thompson. If you're not down with RMT by now, damn it, you should be. Okay. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Thunder Lung Thursdays. I am Elemental, host of the Monday Night Mayhem. Listen, this week we are going to be focusing on chocolate and the decadence of all the sweetness that the cacao plant brings. Listen, chocolate is such a beautiful aphrodisiac. If you're, chocolate factory, whichever side that you choose to be on, whether you're Reese's or Hershey's, bring it through. We loved all of the chocolate recipes. Before I pass it back, let me tell y'all what we're experiencing this evening, right? Whether you call it Guitar Thursdays or Therapy Thursdays or Thunder Lung Thursdays, if you're experiencing this on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, this is such a beautiful night of the week, hosted by the one and only Thunder Lung. Listen, this is the place to be on Thursday night. Get your life. It's Thursday night. Before I pass it back to the queen, make sure you are plugging in to the dopest space in the Zoomverse, the one and only legendary New Eureka Poets Cafe. Queen, take it away.
Ooh, you be having so much energy. I love it. I just be letting you go. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, when the little wind up, you do, and it just be like elemental all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, bam, bam, bam. We love that energy. It keeps us, up, keep our spirit light. Because, as you mentioned, the week can be heavy. So y'all make sure you follow Ron Mark Thompson and Elemental the Poet on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you can find them. As he said, get your life together, okay? Because we're just conduits. You're not finding us, you're finding everything else through us, right? So let us be your conduits. Let us be your holding hand, right, to the next thing that grows you, that makes you encouraged. So you show up in power when you show up with your poetry, right? That's how we want you to be. All right, because we love you and we want to see you shine. And it's not everybody who love you want to see you shine. Okay? Y'all know. All right? But we love to see you shine. And speaking of people who we love to see shine, right? Who is even making up whole other words for us, right? So when your poetry is really off the charts, we call it bananas. And we do that because of this next poet who is always growing and showing us how to do our thing a little bit better. And her name is Bianca. All right? Yeah. Get excited because it's about to go down. Please unmute yourself, my dear, and welcome back.
Hey everybody. My name is Bianca, and some things I have coming up is on behalf of AAPI month. I'm gonna be doing a showcase on behalf of FinBell, so I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my Eventbrite so you guys can get some tickets and everything. And that'll be on May 20th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah. So this piece was from my therapy journal, and we just decided to roll with it. If I used all 5 senses to describe someone I love, I would say, it's the way your voice comforts me. How sarcasm finds a home in my ears and dances with my laughter like it's a reminder. Expressions are far better than words, and how bittersweet my tongue gets when our soliloquies tangle our conversations and cut us down from the pedestals we put each other on. Oh, how we fall so effortlessly into each other's arms. I could caress your harness of truth and veil of lies forever. Coddling each other into sweet lullabies that rocks us back and forth, finding comfort in chaos and nurturing the gentle heart. The olfaction of linen, candles and embers burning, a mixture of pheromones, even down to the weather, can transport me to a time where my peace was perfect. The peace when I feel the most whole. Holy matrimony doesn't always end in I do's, but I can promise to sit when I can't stand you and to follow you through the cracks and crevices our foundation may create down the line. You hold me like you've been carrying my verity, burdens, and deceit for me. Sorry. Your skin feels like a security blanket of wisdom I needed all these years. The warmth of your body feels like a summer breeze, warm enough to feel, but is gone before you have the chance to savor it. With you, I can see how time is only a construct, how forever lives on, and how glorious anything can truly be. This entire time, I've never mentioned how much I love you, or even used the phrase. It's because I don't ever have to. Thank you.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Listen, get you some water, baby. That's right. This is what happens when you breathe fire. It hurts. Sometimes you got to cough. It's okay. It's all right. Get it out. It's okay. What'd you say, May 20th? May 20th? 3 p.m. Pacific time? Did I get that right? Sure did. Sure did. Make sure y'all get that what's the Eventbrite, right? Am I saying that right too? Yep. Make sure you get your tickets. Don't miss out, because it's already bananas. I already tried to tell y'all, okay? Please unmute yourselves and give Bianca some love.
That was great.
Wow. Bianca.
Wonderful.
Bianca, yeah.
Oh.
That was
Shout out the
beautiful.
West Coast. Shout out the Warriors in the building. East Bay in the building. You know what it is. Come on, gold-blooded. Come on. You know what it is. Come on, make sure you're plugging in with Bianca. It is always bananas when she writes. Come on.
All day, right? All day. And shout out to all our people who's out on the West Coast, man. We love y'all. Y'all give us a different kind of energy up in here. You balance us, right? As if there is such thing as a West Coast. I mean, we all everywhere at once anyway. But we glad that you're here with us, Bianca, spitting them flames so much. So you see what happened to her throat? Her whole throat collapsed at the end of the poem, y'all. That's what happens when it's bananas all day, all right? We appreciate you. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you support each other, right? So if people are saying they've got shows, show up. You ain't even got to do nothing. You don't have to stay the whole time, but it really makes such a difference when you're already nervous to look out there and see that somebody you know decided to give a little bit more of their time to your craft and your shine. That's a beautiful thing. Give somebody else with that experience, man, because it's nothing like it, right? Next person up to give us what only they can give us, right? And it ain't nothing like it. It's CC, our shy girl. Please unmute yourself, my brother, and welcome back.
Hello, how are you? Okay, so I'll do this little thing. I think I might get this device. That's basically my name at .com. Got a lot going on. Got an art opening tomorrow. Photo shoot, photo photography show at a bank. 2 days later, I'm doing a book reading with a Q&A, and the book owner is going to open for me, the bookstore owner. That's really, really cool, over in Torrington, Connecticut. So I've been doing a lot of live lately. Had an international thing at the library. And I'm trying a new device, so you should be able to hear me and the piano without cutting out. Okay, let's try this. This is a different one. This is one that I wrote live. The first time I ever wrote a song live. In other words, I went Facebook Live and then a little bit later, and eventually. So if you go back on my Facebook Lives, you'll see an incarnation of this thing called Forever Hums. I've read it here as a poem, I think. Life is only death, but not forever. Rivers only water, not dry bones. You see, love is only everything's a miracle. And you and I, we're the song. Forever hum. Noon is only midnight as the world dreams. Time is only clocks, clocks not broken yet. And a knife is just a tool, a useful kind. that no one ever needs to harm true love with. A man is just a womb without a gravestone. And a child only tears that wait to laugh. And aging is just a series of soul lessons. As if all moments equal one lifespan. While hunger is the price of dreams become form. While thirst reminds the oceans they're not sky. And eyes and ears are always learning to feel. Further than you see why you are here. While the ground of love is only all the sky knows. Sight becomes how beauty lets the blind see. Where visions lift the heart up and rest in peace there. Where you can catch your last breath and walk your soul home. You see, life is only death, but not forever. Rivers only water, not dry bones. See, love is only, everything's a miracle. And you and I, we're the song. Forever home. That's for you, New Eurekan. Your love. Don't ever sell your fucking soul short. You got that? We'll throw that in there at the end.
We love it. You and I, we are the song. Come on, brother. That is everything. Unmute yourselves and give CC.
That was amazing.
I just want to write them.
Thank you. That was a beautiful message.
Where's the singers and the musicians?
Oh,
Beautiful
Don't
message.
ever fucking sell your soul short. That's what he said.
That poem sounds
Thank you for catching that, Elemental. That was key. That's not in the
Yeah,
lyric.
of
That's
course I
enough.
thought that. See, you thought of. Come on, man. Listen. Now I get a chance to call you the Sir Elton John of poetry, because I've
Oh.
never ever heard a person play piano and spit poetry at the same time. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, we doing new stuff in here. Listen, if you don't already follow CC, you don't already find yourself at CC's website, get yourself together. You see this man is over here doing poetry and piano. Come on now. That's amazing. Even put it in the screen for you. Make sure you put it in the chat too. You know, some of us, we got 4 eyes, but they don't all work, you know, together all the time. So they need a little help. Just put it in chat. We appreciate you. Thank you for bringing piano into the room as well, right? Y'all are just so amazing. Your talents are far reaching, and I'm so glad that you choose to bring them here. So other people, maybe they play a little keyboard, they play a little piano, maybe they're afraid. Now you just gave somebody else permission, right, to stretch or show us another part of what makes them special. So thank you for being special in your way with us tonight. We appreciate you. And shout out to you. Congratulations on your upcoming show. And you got the owner opening. That's how you flex right there. That's how you do that, right? Thank you for showing us key makers. Exactly. We love that. Even Joski's like, beyond cool, man. You know Joski's a cool cat, right? So if Joski think it's cool, you already know, all right? Make sure, that's a reminder to the rest of you guys, as you perform, please make sure you check the chat. There's a lot of love for you there, right? There are lines that maybe you didn't even know was going to hit like they was going to hit, or moving people in a certain way. And we want you to have that gift. Right, so don't leave that love behind for you, because it's there for you. It's yours. Don't waste it. All right. All right. Speaking of love, we're gonna get back into it. Ooh, and I really want to know what Kitty chose. Right? They gave us an option. I'm like, you know what? I could get it real sexy for you. I could do a little ADHD for you. I get a little dark, but you know, bring it up at the end for you if you want. I don't care what you do. I don't care. I want it all, really. But whatever you choose, I'm sure it'll be the right thing. And I'm sure it'll be what somebody in here needed to hear tonight. So thank you for being here. And I'm going to be quiet, Kat. Go on, do your thing. Unmute yourself and welcome back.
Hey, so no car today, either Shocky or Elemental. And that's because Ray has never called me out. So for anyone who keeps saying I'm in the car every time I go to your open mic, I'm going to be in the car. Just saying. All right. Anyway, so I chose the ADHD poem. All right. I embody the energy of a warrior soul. Even when I've tried to give up, my body wouldn't allow me to succeed. The hardships I've overcome speak of my strength. The nuisances I've been dealt with have been learning lessons from my development. Every waking day, I survive. With each breath I take, I'm beyond grateful that I've managed to make it this far. Every step shows perseverance, courage. Courage I didn't realize I had before. I wasn't always able to see this clearly. I used to be consumed with anxiety, riddled with worry, until I uncovered the truth of my reality. I was previously unaware of the fact that I have ADHD and what that actually meant for me. I didn't discover this until I was 26. 26 years thinking I must be crazy or that something was really wrong with me. The pieces just didn't quite fit. Incorrectly diagnosed, I was put on med after med. I felt like a little guinea pig, with most of them exacerbating my symptoms because they weren't the proper ones that were needed to help my head. I begged and pleaded for God, universe, for anyone to help me escape my daily mental anguish, the verbal beatings I'd subject myself to because I felt like I deserved it. Now, I realize how everything I went through was from my highest good. I no longer, I perceive my time here as a blessing, no longer resonating with feeling cursed and defeated. I was put here for a reason. I've survived circumstances that I once thought were my final destination until I noticed I had the opportunities, resources, and tools to change it. I have pushed forward through my struggles with determination and resistance, shielding myself whenever it was needed. I found myself after dealing with trials and tribulations, not even realizing how lost I was until I glanced back, saw myself from a distance, realizing that I can't quite recognize that girl I once was. Even though I know it's me, there's no real familiarity. I understand her, but I don't relate to the mindset that she had because I've changed that. The poetry I've written throughout my life can relay that, reinforcing that I have shifted from dark skies to a beautiful golden hue. I've survived hard times, and so can you. That's my poem.
Hell yeah, Cat. Okay. Thank you, Free, and how you pushing through, right? Because somebody need to hear that. Please unmute yourselves. Give Cat some love.
And so,
Yeah.
Hey, in the
Yes.
building.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
what a
Hell
story.
yeah.
Nice.
Just as she survived those turbulent times, so can you. This is why I love poets. Oh my goodness.
Elemental, you gonna stop talking about the car?
I will definitely stop talking about the car trying to go.
Other than a hallway, you and Shocky over there. All right, in a car.
Listen,
Hi,
we
I'm
don't care.
here.
Right? We don't care where the hell you be in the damn. We don't care. We don't care. Look, we got people presenting from the bathroom. Okay, wherever the acoustics serve you is where you're gonna be. And guess what? We gonna get it wherever you gonna at, right? We gonna have to deal with it. So you be where you are, and wherever that poetry says, listen, it's time for you to open your mouth and speak your story. You speak it from wherever you at, right? Ain't no shame in it. Look, if you in your car in your hallway, that just let me know how hungry you are, right? For the experience of sharing. You ain't got to be nowhere perfect to be a poet. You just got to show up. So thank you for showing up. Rob RMT says, any place is fine. Damn right. Okay. And guess what? We have made it to the end of the not the good luck, because that's coming next. The guaranteed list. We have made it to the end. Last person on this list is never ever least, and usually comes in threes when he comes as himself. And that would be Nemo soon, but y'all don't go nowhere because we still got a few people on the good luck round that I'm excited about, and I'm about to drop that in the chat. But in the meantime, the melodic sounds of Monsieur Nimosu. Come on to this mic, brother. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Ray Jane. I actually have an odyssey tonight in 4 parts. I was too focused on the restraints to feel the needle, but I felt the drug. The tightness in my chest let go just a little to let the fresh wound breathe. She put her hand on my arm and she just left it there the whole ride. But we didn't talk and she didn't make eye contact. Screaming into the phone got me a pass to the special place where screaming people go. Then everything stopped. A young man stood next to me and we stared out the window together. He told me I was the first person he'd met who had hope. Hey, Fear. I remember when you used to lie beside me at night, whispering in my ear while I was trying to sleep, that someone was coming through the window, that those horrible things I saw in the movies would happen for real to me. And I wonder, were you trying to distract me from the horror of my home, from the wicked words hurled at my head in the daylight hours? Were you trying to be my friend? If so, why did I always feel so alone? I remember when I finally let you go and accepted that if I did die, At least I wouldn't be afraid anymore, and I was warm and safe, and I curled up and fell asleep. I felt a presence that night watching over me, but that couldn't have been you, could it? Lying in a hospital bed some 30 years later, while you told me that no one would ever love me again, that same someone sat down on my bed to soothe me to sleep. Did you see who it was? I would very much like to talk to them again. They used to call them asylums. I found solace in a shower they couldn't take away. The feel of the scrubs against my damp body pacing in my room, the chair sitting in the corner waiting patiently to see if I would try to put it through the unbreakable window. Alone in a hallway of isolated men, I lay on my pallet in the dark, the light flashing on my face every 30 minutes, in time with the broken clock in my head. I felt a presence that night sitting behind me on the bed and wondered who it was come to witness my burning dreams of martyrs and the misunderstood. Released into the wild without shoes, in clothes found in a hospital closet, I drove around a city where I no longer belonged. Feet in socks pushing pedals, looking for a place to sleep, a place to eat, a place to start over. The screeches of my mind harpies made me unwelcome, and the threat of my broken sanity kept me away. So I fought on new ground, with new faces and new words. What does it take to survive the ordeal? Separated, but never alone. Mortally wounded, but alive. Hopeless, but still pushing back. A paper warrior in the wind. Torn and stitched, broken and mended, cracks filled. The garbage phoenix rises to spread its wings again. Behold. Thank you.
Now, I thought I had a thing for the triptychs. I didn't know about the Odyssey. I didn't know that if you threw another, a fourth part to it, that I would feel this way. But I'm grateful, Nemo. I'm grateful. Please unmute yourselves and give Nemo soon some love. Come on. An Odyssey?
Nemo Sue.
That was so
Work. Nice
beautiful.
work.
That
Yes.
was so beautiful.
Before I could even get
Amazing
it,
performance, Nemo. Amazing.
Goodness. But before I could even go from the micro triptych to the Odyssey, the Queen already mentioned it. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know if you are part Iliad or all Odyssey. Like, I'm here for it, Nemo. Come on.
Love your work.
Hey, come on.
Thank you.
Make me want to find my harpoon. You know what I'm saying? Call me Ishmael while we at it. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, man, bending our minds in such a gorgeous way, man. And telling a hard story in a gorgeous way is not easy, right? Right? Because you really had to listen to hear the pain in it. Because it was so beautifully said. Thank you, Nemo. Thank you for your gifts. Thank you again for choosing to be here, because you didn't have to bring them here. There are so many safe spaces out there, which is such a beautiful thing to be able to say, but it's true. There are so many other spaces that you could have been in tonight, including your bed. You didn't have to be here with us, giving us your time and your wakeful energy. So we appreciate you, right, for giving us the last of your day. Depending on your time zone, it might be the last of your day, it might be the middle. Either way, we appreciate you. All right, guess what? We did it. We made it to the good luck round. We got 4 people on there, and as always, you will be getting the space that you deserve, right? So we're not going to finish this room until y'all finish your words. So the first person up to give us their words is Whisper Poet. Yes. Come, that's right. Get excited, because I'm excited. Okay. Please unmute yourself and welcome back.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Thunder Lung. Thank you for the space. This one is called My Cup Runneth Over. I was a vessel. I was blown glass, shaped by flame. I was iron, forged and hammered. I was wood, lovingly turned by the hands of Father Time. I dwelled in the comfort of my shape, took comfort in the sameness of my fusiform life, until the glass blower's flame blew too hot and I became misshapen. Sparks flew as the blacksmith's hammer struck fiery shards from my hard cast form, and Father's hands broke me into sawdust and splinters. I found myself in a place where there was no path, a place where even Rand McNally feared to tread. You see, when I found you, I thought I had finally found the thing, the one ring, the magic beams, and I rejoiced. I bloomed and glowed and crowed my exaltations to the sky. It was the soft, blue, happy sky of completion. But that, as all things do, came to an end, and I stood beneath that soft blue sky, watching the blackness slide down. My ears rang with the death knell. They rang with your words that shattered me into pieces. The ground beneath me split open and swallowed the light, and I screamed my denial even as I knew my futile throat cried out in vain. I was lost in a wilderness of grief that swallowed me whole and spat me out as brittle old bones sucked dry of the marrow of life. In you, I had found my everything, my all. But what if I was wrong? What if what was great could be greater? What if the most could be more? What if my view was skewed from that first intoxicating taste of passion, that flavor so powerful that my time-shriveled taste buds burst with the technicolor flavor of love, the perfect love? But it wasn't. I finally saw the truth. My truth evolved. My truth was truth until it was false. The falsehood, my belief that all I had was all there was. My truth, made empty by the devastation of your loss, stayed empty out of the sheer stubborn belief that what was dead may never die. But it was, and it did. And I could not bring myself to let go of the carcass of what I had clung to for so long. I was an emotional necrophiliac, making love to a dead relationship, and living on dead love poisoned my heart and mind. And the men who thought to love me perished as they purged me of the poison you left behind. They sucked it from my soul one kiss at a time until I emerged from my love crypt afraid and scared, but determined to regain myself. I am once more a vessel. I am cracked and bent and torn and chipped, but the vessel holds. And one day, once again, when I am ready, the light of the universe will fill my heart and love will overflow.
Listen, today must be the day, okay? Because the rest of us, we are drowning, okay? In the words that you call love. Listen, you said that you're an emotional necrophiliac. Do you know how you just destroyed all of us with that line? Like, we was already barely hanging on through most of it, you know what I mean? Because the whole thing was really gorgeous, just so you know. Your wordplay is appreciated and we paying attention to it. But damn. That's all I got to say. Please unmute yourselves and give Whisper Poet some.
Yeah. Whisper Poet, yeah.
Damn.
Many great lines.
Thank
Good
you.
writing. Good writing.
Let y'all go
Thank
ahead.
Taking it home too.
Let y'all go ahead. Because y'all did y'all she's an emotional necrophiliac. Emotional necrophiliac. When was the last time you heard that? Only on Thunder Lung Thursdays will you hear something like that. Shout out Whisper Poet. Shout out Thunder Lung Thursdays. Come on, Queen, keep it going.
Listen, He ain't said no lie yet. I'm waiting for you to lie. I'm waiting for you to lie. See, Whisper, you done broke. You see how you broke Elemental at first? Because he was like, no, I don't think you. No, I don't think you guys. See what I'm saying? That's the goal for Thursday night is to break Elemental. Just in case you didn't know, and you accomplished it. Thank you. We appreciate you. You know what I mean? Y'all all serve a purpose in this room. And we appreciate you for being here. But please put your information in the chat, Whisper Poet, so the folks know where to find you so they can support you. It ain't real unless we hear the pages turning. Also, I just want to mention that. I love that. Right? When you reading your poem and we hear those pages turning, something about that is just so good for me, for my spirit, my soul. So thank you for that. All right, next person on the good luck round. Woo, man, good luck round is crazy already, man. Listen, if you don't know who Shocky G is, I'm just gonna shake my head. You see what Gustav did? He said, well, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, and that's what I want to know. And if you don't know, you about to know. And get into it, because it's something. Okay? Please, Shocky G, bless us. Please unmute yourself and welcome to the space.
Thank you for the space, Ray J. All right, so the piece I'm going to do is called American Shame. If I can get it pulled up, sorry. It's on my phone, that's why I'm not on camera, I'm sorry. After an influx in shootings, schools are banning backpacks. Figure, if children can carry the burden of America's shame, they can carry their books. After all, most of the books have been banned anyway. This is what happens in a country afraid of its past. They hinge on the belief that children are the future, so they school to prison pipeline or class to casket them before they learn the truth. I was told the pen is mightier than the sword, but this poem has nothing on an AK-47 wrapped in the Constitution. Don't give a fuck about an amendment when the men meant to protect us wear treason like neckties. Where the vote goes, where the check's high. It doesn't have to be like this. I guess you save money on the coffin. The smaller it is, they call it the American discount. Do anything to save $1 and nothing to save a life. I've been expecting progress out of Congress, but I can't digest the inaction. Sits on my stomach, mixes with grease until I throw up. These poems never throw up. These hands see somebody's got to fight for something. Maybe if I enter a school with a backpack full of protests, they'll listen.
Nah, Shocky, you don't get to come here and rap the Constitution. Rap the AK-47 with the Constitution and just drop the mic. You can't do that. But yes, you can if you Shocky G. Please unmute yourselves and give Shocky some love. Come on, that's crazy.
Yeah, so necessary, so needed. Thank you.
Y'all better yell at Shocky. Y'all better yell at Shocky. If not, I will do it for y'all. Get them for Shocky G.
That was great. Loved it.
Carrying a backpack full of protests. Come on, Shocky.
Come on. It's nuts. It's nuts is what it is. Come on.
Did you come on. She mentioned, because the kids have it's a cheaper price for their casket. She called it the American discount. Did y'all hear that? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? And listen, now you got Elton John and poetry playing piano. Come on, Ray. Come on.
Look at CC. CC he said, I got to put some keys to that. It's too much truth. It needs some frequencies to go on. Thank you, CC. We didn't even know we needed it yet. But we appreciate you, man. Shocky, thank you for the truth, as always. Whisper Poet says Shocky slays always. That's true. That's exactly why Shocky showed up, to slay. It happened. And you were a witness. You're welcome. Next person to hit the mic. Ooh, hasn't been here in a while, but every time they come through, we are blessed by it. Namu, please unmute yourself. Do your thing.
Hello, how you going? I am going to be doing a short poem. It's called August, and a little bit of it is inspired by a poet that I found called Toaster. I'm sure you guys know him in the US. I thought he was really cool. So there's a little portion of it that is inspired by one of these poems. It's called August. This August is the first August I've had to lie to you. I tried to reassure myself this day was like the others, but time finally cracked and peeled the seam back on that bumper sticker. Love is all you need pitch, as if love is like the seamstress who can sew up all the real shit that you feel inside that whole body quivering feeling that leaves your goosebumps shivering, leading to swatting it aside and shooing it away as it sticks to you like a fly on heat that's yelling at you, hey, I was thinking that today you let me spill the tea on all the bullshit. Are you listening? Are you listening? She's not listening to me. Fly, fly, go away. But then one day, I listened to the fly. I peered into that whole body feeling. I snipped the stitches of love's patchwork just to let the truth unfold. And as time cracked under pressure of hiding history, it revealed reluctantly that actually, love can't make it all better. I wonder if you thought if history would have outrun you. Maybe you just hoped my naive innocence would do to serve as frosting on the glass door that housed the damage you have caused. I shudder at the thought at all the times you self-applaud yourself. This August is the first August I've had to lie, it's true. To you, I wore a smile to compliment my outfit. But when I told you happy birthday, I didn't mean it. Thank you.
Nemu, come on with the realness. Are you listening? Are you listening? Hell yeah, we listening. How could we not be? We appreciate you for being here and bringing your poetry to us. Please unmute yourselves and give Nemu some love.
Oh, the rhythm
That was
of
beautiful.
Damn,
Thank you so much.
that's classic.
Hey, that was great.
Like that last line just took all the air out of my lungs. I was just like with it, and then they were just like, nah. When I said happy birthday, I really didn't mean it. That's just. I love it. Welcome, real.
We love it. We love it. Cold. Sometimes you got to get cold, right? Sometimes you got to disconnect, tell the truth, and let it go. And we appreciate you for being here and giving us all of that smooth rhythm too. The cadence on what you were bringing was also very much appreciated, right? So there's more to poetry than just the speaking of it. It's also the delivery, right? So when we're applauding you, we're not just applauding your words, but also how you choose to bring them to us, right? Because the way you do that, how you put it together, right, sets up a certain vibration that gets into our spirit and our body in a certain way. Right, so we appreciate you for that, right? For joining us in our bodies with your words. Thank you, Nemu. Right, and that brings us to the end of the night. We got one last poem for you. Trust us, it's worth the wait, okay? Voiced volumes with her sensual self. I don't know who's bringing to us tonight, but usually somebody's sensual. I'm saying get a little low, deep in the voice, you know. Don't get me started. It's late. It's past my bedtime. I'm not acting right. But we love you, Voice Volumes. We're so glad that you had a chance to join us. Please unmute yourself and also let us know if you need to share screen because we know how you like to get down.
Hey, beautiful people, beautiful poets. No, I don't need to share screen. I'm just myself tonight. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you for getting me on the good luck round. I have one piece to share and it's untitled. I remember the day you moved in with me. Everything was so fresh and lovely. Shiny were our faces, pristine the space was as we walked in with little to no expectation, but pleasantly surprised amongst ourselves. Finger tests, no dust on the shelves. Kicked a few things to test their sturdiness. Windows, ventures to the soul. Ready, we could see clear out into the distance. I thought this was our happy place, our forever. A humble abode, it was us. Anyone who entered would think the same, as this place stood and was shown and really represented us. We stayed timely, did what we had to and what we needed to secure our place. But sometimes things go unaccounted for. Sometimes even initial deals can be broken. Solely becomes our existence together, now clean looks and smells of dirt. We trip and fall over things that were once neatly packed away in drawers with scented sachets to keep the stench away. But eventually the clothing in the closets and the chests showed wear and tear. The garments have pinholes and deterioration from now which light filters through. We're doing mothballs to prevent the damage. Threads unravel. Nakedness takes a stand as now there's this uncovering that we thought we could avoid because we never fully bared ourselves, our souls to one another. No longer did our voices bless this house, but instead cursed the air. Once from utterances like, fuck yes, and please, I want you, now metastasized into growls and barks of hatred and disgust. You used to stand behind me whilst we looked into the mirror together. Some mornings, your chin on my shoulder as we peered each other. Now we gag at the reflection, like when you brush your teeth and go too far. Reflecting now on our image, once luminescent, now splattered with white debris like toothpaste on medicine door cabinets. We no longer see. Condensation rusts the hinges as we too become unhinged, hanging on by scraps of metal, the hardened parts that don't yield so easily, but with time they fall apart. And so do we, separately, living, existing in close quarters, but worlds away, where our bed now feels like an island. And I keep having this recurrent dream where I go to sleep awakened by the sensation of water on my hands, and I would be surrounded by water whilst our mattress floated away with nothing but water and me and sky, and nothing else was there. Just me on the ride that had no destination, no rightful place to be. And when I woke, you were gone. Not a note, not a piece of clothing left in the closet, not a word. I remember the day you moved out. Peace, y'all.
You better go ahead with that storytelling. You better take us up and down through the hallways of your memory everywhere. We appreciate you. Please unmute yourselves and give Voice Volume some love.
Yeah, voiced volumes. That was awesome.
Y'all better shout at this poet. For real. I will do it. Shout out Voice Volume for doing all of that. Listen, like the Queen said, that storytelling was all the way off the charts, where our bed now feels like an island. I mean, listen, gag at the reflection, like it's just line after line, right? We doing mothballs to prevent the damage. Like, listen, that's how you do it. And then had the nerve to make it sensual. Damn it. Come on.
I told you she was going to sneak that in there. I told you we was going to get a little bit of it somehow, some way. You can't help what you are, right? Right, Voice Volume. You just say, I can't help what I am. It's silky smooth. That's just what I am. It's going to come out one way or the other. We appreciate you. Listen, y'all just building emotional houses with all these bars, right? I am just blessed to be in the commode, to be not in the commode, Lord Jesus, but you know, I'm about to go to sleep. I do need to go to the commode, but you know what I'm saying? Anyway, to be in the abode, the other word that rhymes with that. Because y'all the shit, y'all confusing me with y'all greatness, you know? But be in the house with y'all, to be in this space, to be in the Zoom room, to make you laugh, to see you smile, to see you cry, to experience all the things that make you who you are, both in the past, now, and who you hope to be in the future through your words and your stories, your music, right? Your piano, your guitar. We thank you here at Thursday night, online open mic. We are here every 9 p.m. Eastern. If you want your chance, if you're out there in the audience, for those folks who joined us just to add their energy to the room, right? We see you, right? We thank you. Undetermined Cause, John Davis, Casey, Julian Matthews, right? We thank you all. Melinda Lucas, Samuel Rain. Thank you all for being here. All those folks that we can't see in the Zoom room that are present and adding their energy and love to this space. We feel you and we want you to return. Whether you decide to perform or not is up to you. The opportunity is there for you. If you want to get on the guaranteed list, you want to go to neweurekan.org 24 hours ahead of time. So since we spitting together on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, what we doing? We signing out Wednesday night, 9 p.m. You got it, right? And if you forget all that, you can follow me at It's Ray Jane. That's ITSRAYJANE. I'm usually dropping a reel Wednesday, sometimes morning, sometimes afternoon. You know, I'll be busy, you know what I'm saying, sometime in the day, just to remind you of what to do and how to do it, right? You can also follow Elemental the Poet, right? That's Elemental with a 2, not a 3, okay? If you want to check us out on Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, and the sign up is 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So same rules. And, you know, might as well go ahead on and follow Ron Mark Thompson, because he's going to make sure you know what's going on at the New York every day. If you're looking for somewhere safe to be, whether you are in the New York City tri-state area or you are anywhere in the universe and joining us on the Zooms. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you for the gift of your attention and for sharing your gifts here. You could have been anywhere else. You did not have to be here. So we thank you for that. And the same way we come up in here is the same way we get up out of here, right? So we come in with love, we go out with love. So I am going to unmute you all, right, as an invitation to either say something that's going to encourage you to get through whatever the length of the rest of the week is for you, or to encourage someone else. Throw love into the room, right? And don't be shy about it. And I'm going to count down from 10. We haven't done that in a while, right? You know what I'm saying? Just with things I want you to remember about yourselves and who loves you, right? Please unmute yourselves. Do your thing. 10.
Love you, Ray Jane. Love you, beloved poet.
I'm upset with y'all this evening.
Space on the
We're gonna end this evening. I'm upset with y'all this evening because nobody asked Ray to sing a song. I would love to do the countdown while Ray sings a song, right? So make sure next week we don't let Ray Jane off the hook without singing a song to you know what I mean? To sing for the rest of the week. To every poet who touched the mic this evening, whether you did some poetry or you sung a song, you know, we got Sir Elton John of poetry going down this evening. Listen, I love all of y'all. The team loves all of y'all. Make sure you are plugging in with the dopest team in the Zoomverse, whether Monday night or Thursday night or any other week in the brick and mortar, in the Zoomverse. We absolutely love y'all. We do this because y'all are the greatest community in the world. Truly, we love y'all. We hope to see y'all Monday and Thursday. Y'all are the dopest folks in the Zoomverse. We love all y'all. Truly.
You can do this. You can do this. Whatever this is.
And if you can't, come and find us and we'll encourage you to make sure that you can do it.
Absolutely. And I ain't got no song for y'all this evening. So come back next week at 9 p.m. Eastern and make
Come back next week because I'm gonna make sure she sings something, y'all.
To anyone who's in here, if you're depressed, please reach out for help and never give up the fight. That's the best advice that I can give. Sometimes, like, if anyone's ever heard the song The Middle by Jimmy Eat World, I love the lyrics to that song. It is so motivational in itself. Like, so if you don't know the song, go look it up. That's all I got to say.
Listen, that was right on time, Kat. I don't think we need to say anything else. If you need love, come find it. If you need help, it's here, right? Come and get it.
Plug in with the squad.
Time. We love y'all. Next time, be good to yourselves.
Yeah.